I'm Amy, and I work in the education department.
And I'm Anna, and I am the curator of Native American art.
And we're standing in the Mesoamerican and South American gallery. And we are looking at a gold vessel.
Yes, this is actually from Peru, and the culture would be Sicán, and it is a gold vessel or beaker.
Now, Sicán, I don't see that on any other piece. Is this the only Sicán piece we have?
Yes, this is the only one. It's related to other cultures within present-day Peru and along the west coast of South America, and gold work in particular was something that metalsmiths excelled in. So it's typical of cultures from that region.
It's sort of a large piece in comparison to some of the other vessels that I see in this gallery.
I think its impressive size is due to the fact that it would have been used by a very impressive person. This would have been used by a high-ranking individual. There would have been other vessels made and used at the same time, but they would have been made out of different materials according to who they were made for. So,
actually, all over the gallery there's a lot of ceramic.
Ceramic, and you would have also had wood beakers or drinking vessels, and that is its purpose. This is actually a vessel to be used in the consumption of chicha or maize beer or corn beer.
Would that taste anything like beer today?
I don't know. It's definitely is an alcoholic beverage, and was consumed on ceremonial occasions, perhaps a political event or occurrence.
Now, it's face up at us, but it's actually upside down. So
yes.
That seems kind of strange.
Well, I think it's linked to the consumption of what would be inside of it, and you wouldn't be able to see the figure right side up until you had finished drinking what was inside the vessel.
So there's even more motivation to get to the bottom.
Well, and I think there's also a spiritual aspect to this being that's depicted in repoussé on the surface of this. You see the two kind of stylized eyes, and there's a mouth, perhaps with a tongue indicated sticking out through the teeth. And
yes, actually that mouth is really interesting. It almost looks like it has fangs.
It does. And then there are ears indicated, and the figure is also shown wearing adornment in the ears in the form of ear plugs or ear flares.
So this was a particular deity.
It's been referred to as the Sicán Lord or Sicán deity.
It has like this interesting three-tiered neck. Is that to keep it standing, or?
It's probably just decorative.
Mm-hmm.
And also a little bit of the metalsmith kind of showing off their skills on how to work with the material.
How did they work with the material?
Well, this would have been possibly pounded over a form or a mold, but also would have been hand-worked as well. This particular gold is probably an alloy of gold and other materials, and we know that in part because of the coloration that appears on the surface. You can see kind of a red color coming through.
And when you say it could have been pounded over a mold, would that have been a mold made out of clay or made out of wood, or
probably
either?
wood?
Wood. Mm-hmm.
And the metalsmiths enjoyed working with this alloy because it made it a softer material and more easily workable than solid gold would be.
Okay. And how has this survived? Because there was a lot of pillaging, right?
Well, it's quite remarkable, actually, that a piece of gold survived the Spanish, who came through and melted down, hundreds of thousands of pounds of gold to finance their...
Right, and this is a large piece.
Well, it probably survives because it would have most likely been buried with someone as an accompaniment for the afterlife. So probably with its owner, this would have been one of the riches that not only did he have with him in his real life on earth, but also in the afterlife, in the spiritual world.
And 1,000 years later, here it is.
Here it is, right here in the gallery.